If the name Skee-Lo doesn't ring a bell, chances are you've probably heard his most popular song, I Wish. Released in 1995, the classic tune is all about Skee-Lo's desire to be a little bit taller and a baller, amongst other things. While the rap industry was taking a scary turn during the East Coast-West Coast beef, Skee-Lo was a breath of fresh air. I Wish was lighthearted and free of foul language. The song was so huge, it peaked at number 13 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart and sold over 500,000 copies. After a couple of Grammy nominations, Skee-Lo slipped away from the charts and disappeared from the limelight. What many people don't know is that he actually forced himself into early retirement due to the shadiness of the record industry. Go ahead and grab a bag of our brisket beef jerky from rrgsnacks.com. Pour yourself a drink, and let's find out what really happened to Skee-Lo. Antoine Roundtree, better known as Skee-Lo, was born in Chicago on March 27, 1975. He grew up in the Robert Taylor Homes, a housing project on the south side of the city. His family relocated to New York before moving to Moreno Valley, California in 1985. By that point, Skee-Lo was only 10 years old, but he was already perfecting his rap skills. He graduated from high school and enrolled in El Camino College, but his mind wasn't focused on his education. Every week, he would visit an establishment called the Good Life Cafe in Leimert Park. The venue was a haven for underground hip-hop artists like Souls of Mischief, The Pharcyde, and Freestyle Fellowship, to name a few. Initially, Skee-Lo was more interested in being a music producer. He would give all the rappers free beats to rap to every Thursday night. The rappers would give him a shout-out on stage, and at the end of the night, Skee-Lo would introduce himself to the crowd and perform a freestyle over one of his own beats. He was gaining so much exposure, but after receiving rejection letters from almost every major record label, Skee-Lo was getting a little fed up. He told LA Weekly that during a college study session, he started scribbling down some lyrics. 2 days later, he was listening to music while cleaning up his room and heard some horns playing during a portion of a song. Skee-Lo told the publication he was so inspired by the sound of the instrument that he threw his broom on the floor, hopped on his MPC 60 workstation, and created a beat. He combined the lyrics he already wrote with a newly created beat. He performed the song at the Good Life, and it was a hit. Sunshine Records, the parent company of Scotti Brothers Records, offered him a recording contract. Skee-Lo told LA Weekly he signed with the label and received an advance of $150,000. In March 1995, I Wish was released as a single and became a global hit. Not only were the lyrics catchy, but many people could relate to Skee-Lo and the shortcomings that he rapped about.
Wish I was like 6'9" so I could get with Leoshi, because she don't know me, but Leoshi's really fine.
The self-deprecating anthem was quickly certified gold. His debut album, which was given the same name, was released 3 months later and was also certified gold. According to Skee-Lo, the album was full of songs he had performed at The Good Life prior to signing his record contract. 20-year-old Skee-Lo went from obscurity to being an international star. He received 2 Grammy nominations, one for Best Album and one for Best Solo Performance. He didn't take home any awards, but he captured the industry's attention. He made appearances as an MTV VJ and even landed a spot on the television adaptation of Dangerous Minds. While he was gaining more and more recognition, things were quickly unraveling behind the scenes. He told LA Weekly that although he and his music partner, Walter Candor Khan, produced the entire album themselves, the label took all the credit and all of the profits. More singles were released, such as Top of the Stairs and Holdin' On. But since he wasn't earning a penny from I Wish, Skee-Lo said he refused to promote or record any additional music for Sunshine Records. He added, "I'm not their slave. I wasn't working for free." 5 months after I Wish was released, Skee-Lo said he retired from the industry. But he didn't bother to make an official announcement. In an interview with Hip Hop DX, Skee-Lo stated, "Some people need attention. I'm a different kind of artist." An album called I Can't Stop was released under Mad Tracks Records, but it appears to be a compilation of music he recorded prior to his retirement. The album was released in the UK in September 2000, but we can't confirm if the album actually had an official US release date as well. The singles I Can't Stop and At the Mall didn't make it on the Billboard charts either. By that point, he still hadn't earned a dime from I Wish, but he was producing for other artists and still performing whenever he could. And thankfully, there was one thing in his life he was able to smile about. Before we jump into the good news, go ahead and open up a second bag of our tender and delicious RRG brisket beef jerky. Okay, now back to Skee-Lo. Although he never got with Leoshi, the woman he name-dropped in the song I Wish, on July 27, 2002, he solidified his love with someone else. He and an actress named Stacey Ambrose became husband and wife. As of this video, they share 2 children together. And finally, after several years of legal battles, Skee-Lo was granted the publishing rights to I Wish. During an interview with LA Weekly, he was proud to disclose that he now receives every penny he's owed when the song is purchased and streamed. Although the issue with his previous label was in the past, and he was still performing and receiving love from all his fans, Skee-Lo told the publication he fell into a deep depression. He stated, "It got to the point where I told my wife and children that I didn't want to live anymore." Sometime around 2007, a voice spoke to him and asked, "At what point in your life were you truly happy?" Skee-Lo said the religious vision caused him to rededicate himself to the Nation of Islam, which he had previously joined at the age of 16. His reaffirmed spirituality inspired him to form his own indie record label called Skelo Music, and in November 2012, he released his first album in over a decade, entitled Fresh Ideas.
Fresh Ideas, check that out. 2011, we getting real new with it, brand new with it. Fresh Ideas, peace.
In 2013, Toyota used I Wish for their RAV4 Super Bowl ad.
The all-new RAV4. Toyota, let's go.
One thing, all rappers, they need to know to keep your publishing, keep your writing, own your material, because this is how you get to work. This is how you retire.
Now, a commercial of that magnitude can be worth millions of dollars, correct?
That is correct.
Skee-Lo getting millions of dollars, man.
Woo.
Damn.
Getting it.
All right.
He and his wife co-own several companies, including his record label and an entertainment business called Music Mogul, as well as a distribution company called We Got Films. He and his wife are also enjoying their time as grandparents. Looking back on his career, the one thing that Skee-Lo can't stand is when people call him a one-hit wonder. He told Hip Hop DX that he considers himself to be the most misunderstood and underestimated artist in the music business. But no one can take away his accomplishments, including his gold certifications and Grammy nominations. And even if you don't remember his name, I Wish will forever remain a hip-hop classic. If you enjoyed this video, let us know down below. And thanks for watching RRG.